I want to ask you: does LeBron deserve a statue in LA?
Uh,
Come
I
on
mean,
with it, hater.
he
Come
did
on
bring
with
him
it.
he brought him a championship. I think you need a larger sample size of LeBron being there. I just think you do, man. I think you do. I mean, because I mean, you got the one championship. If you look at the other guys that actually was with Shaq got 3 rings, Magic had was it like 5 rings? Then you had Kareem. I mean, there's a lot of, guys that have multiple successful seasons or like, deep playoff runs. And LeBron, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault, pretty much. It's hard because, you got to look at the management. You got to look at Jeannie Buss. I mean, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. I mean, she got all these people in her ear, telling her this, telling her that. Magic, Kurt Rambis, Phil Jackson. You got Kobe, when he was alive. I mean, you have all these people. Listen, you have an owner, you got a president of basketball operations, you have a general manager, and your coaches. There has to be some structure. And from the top up, and when you had what was Jeannie Buss's brother's name? I forgot his name. But he was a f up, man. He was a fuck up, you know. So I don't think
So,
you could
so,
blame
so
that
what
on
is
LeBron
so?
though.
Okay, so answer my question. What is okay? What do those people have to do with LeBron's statue in LA?
No, they didn't have
Because
any
what I
success.
heard you say is that you need a bigger sample size of LeBron in LA
No,
for
you
him to
do,
want
you
to get a
do,
statue.
you do, you do. I mean, because you
How?
got. It's not. I don't
Are
know.
you
I'm
kidding
torn.
me?
I'm torn because I don't know. You can't blame LeBron. LeBron
For
was
what?
injured, but
What are we talking about?
no,
What are
I'm
we
just
talking about? Blame. I asked a
no, I'm
question
just
that doesn't
they
even
they
involve
they didn't
Jeannie
make the
Buss in the
playoffs.
organization.
What's that?
Okay, fine, fine. They didn't make the
I
playoffs.
would have never traded for Anthony Davis. I said it before. It was a mistake.
They
Huge,
won a
huge, huge mistake.
championship. How was that a mistake? They
That's
won a
not. Come
championship.
on, man. Are you serious, bro? Are you
They
serious?
didn't. Wait a
They have
minute. They
four
who
months
won
to
a championship
prepare.
in
They have 4
2020?
months off. There was no
Everybody had 4
travel.
months off. Everybody had 4 months off.
Yeah, I
So you
know.
mean
That's
to
what I'm
tell?
saying.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. So Rasheed White, you're gonna sit here and tell the American public that in 2020 that the Lakers were the only team in the National Basketball Association that had 4 months off because of COVID.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. LeBron had a bunch of injuries. AD had a bunch of injuries, and then they actually have 4 months to actually recover. And we know, like, there's the travel. The travel kills you. It's a lot to actually travel from one coast to another coast. The role players, they don't play
So
well on the road.
all that got eliminated. So we everybody's in a stationary place so we can play ball. The whole road trips and all of that was eliminated in the bubble. So the best of the
But it's a
best, we all of the
factor. It's a factor. The pressure of the fans. I mean, all that stuff is an actual factor when it actually comes to that already. Come on, Seven. Come
I
on,
don't know
man.
nothing. I know the Lakers won. That's what I know. I know the Lakers won the
All right. You
championship that
biased. You
year.
biased. But we gotta be pragmatic now, man. We gotta be pragmatic. You gotta
I'm
put your
speaking
and
facts. How am I
you gotta
being
put your
biased? I'm
analyst
speaking
cap
facts.
on. Take the fanboy cap off and put your analyst cap on.
Fanboy, who won the championship in 2020? That's all I'm asking. The first year that Anthony Davis comes to the Lakers. I'm speaking all facts. All facts.
Yeah, but
Championship.
they played the Miami Heat, a fifth seed. They were the fifth. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Just
Now you want to blame LeBron for Miami being the fifth seed. Now he's responsible for everyone else's standing, especially teams on the Eastern Conference. Bro,
yeah, but
the
there was, like I
excuses.
said, there was no
It's
pressure, there was
ridiculous.
no fans, there was no travel, man. We know how
It's
role players
ironic how
actually.
your camera go out when you was about to talk this blasphemous
I'm
about
trying. I
LeBron
can
so
try.
that
I'm
people
trying
couldn't
to get
see
it
your
back on,
face.
man. Let's see if
I
it's working
wish
now.
I wish that people could see your face the way you talking about LeBron and the Lakers,
No,
man.
it's
This is
on.
just
The
ridiculous,
battery, the
bro.
battery, the battery had went out. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing, man. It's not.
LeBron James definitely deserves a statue in LA.
You
I
crazy?
love how you just try to equate everything up to just that 2020 bubble championship. Like
All right.
LeBron
So
James didn't totally.
what's the reason? I want to hear your
I'm
logic.
trying to explain the reason. If you
All
don't
right. Let
cut
me
me
be
off,
quiet.
I'm about to explain it.
My fault.
Did
My
LeBron
fault.
James not? Did LeBron James not cut it? Just entirely change the culture in LA. What type of winning environment did the Lakers have before LeBron came in
They
2019?
don't have a winning environment now. I mean, what about the past 2 years? And like I said, I
They
don't.
just
It's not.
won a world championship in 2 years ago, 3 years ago. What do you mean they don't have a winning environment?
Uh, I mean, all right. Have you? All right. You want to call that a championship? I
Wait, what do we?
guess.
So wait a minute. If why is it that because the Lakers won it, it's not valid? But if your team would have won
Any
that
team
bubble
that won that,
championship,
if my Brooklyn Nets would have won that, I would just like, all right. So that when the
so
Toronto
why didn't I
Raptors,
didn't? Let me
hold
ask
on.
you a question because
When
I
KD
didn't
got
know
hurt in
you
Golden
back
State,
then. I didn't know you back then. Did you make any content asking the NBA not to play the games to just suspend the whole season? Were you one of the ones that did not want them to return? Keep it real.
I didn't want them to suspend the whole season for the beginning. I didn't want them to do any of that nonsense. I
So
thought
you
COVID was
wanted them to
nonsense.
play. You wanted them to play. So I'm
I want
assuming
them to
that you
play
were
the whole way. I didn't want them to suspend
right.
the season
So
at all.
but they had to suspend it so that they announced that they was going to return to Florida in the bubble. I'm assuming you were excited to get basketball back since you just said you never wanted them to leave in the first place. But
No,
now because the Lakers won that championship that you were so excited to see played, it's not valid. Really?
I would say the same thing about my Brooklyn Nets. I would say the exact same thing about them.
Your
I said
Brooklyn
that's
Nets wasn't in the bubble,
no.
was
I'm saying
they?
if they actually won a championship in that
Were
bubble,
the
I,
Brooklyn Nets in the
no,
bubble? We speaking
no.
facts tonight.
I'm just trying to show you that I'm not being biased or anything like that. It's not. I'm not just getting on LeBron. If it's just like a lockout season. I mean, really, let's say you had a lockout season and now they start playing within 40 games. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you look at
Every
it.
team had
In
experienced the
some
same
part I
amount.
agree with you, and then I disagree with you. I do agree with you because even LeBron James said, like, hey, that was the actual toughest championship that they actually had to go through because they couldn't see their family members, other couldn't see any chicks, any side chicks, whatever it is. LeBron
You
James
had to
couldn't have his
play
personal chef.
basketball. You had to play basketball. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You had to play basketball. You could not use all these other things for your advantage or for a disadvantage of the opposition. Having the locker room too cold for the opposing team or too hot. All the little goofy stuff that happens in the league. You that none of that was going down.
No, but
Man,
we
let me
also
ask you
know
this.
how. Go ahead.
What's that?
No. I mean, I
We
already said. I
also
mean, you already know how role players are affected by playing on the road versus playing at home. So you didn't really have no pressure on role players, and role players are really vital in terms of.
don't forget if you guys enjoy daily NBA content, do me a huge favor and subscribe, follow, and like the platform. Peace.
Okay, now AR with the cooler kick. Keep street, we run this shit. Fell back after run it up. Then my last bitch, she was dumb as fuck. Hop out, get the spraying something. Cause my last ops wasn't saying nothing. Whole stunting, big pimpin', whole hunting. 38 with the cooler kid in the mall with me like Joe Budden. These hoes front.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.